I'm not sick anymore, would you believe it?
Oh, you were recording this whole time? Well, I don't remember that happening. Okay. I hope you didn't hear me singing. Anyways, welcome back. I don't have a mask on anymore because I am not sick anymore. Anyways, did I say boo? I don't think I just said boo. That's kind of criminal. Boo! Welcome back. Yeah, so I'm not sick anymore. Congratulations to me. We're gonna speed run today though because I don't want a long video. And I still haven't had a replacement for my glasses. So if you were here last week, you'd know that the two glasses that I had that I would use as my like marble jars, I had to return because they were recalled because guess what? They had too much cadmium and lead. Woo. Anyways, so that's why there's pluses going along so I know what is what. So like I did one jar and then I have 5 pencils remaining to carry over. So now so far I've done 4 things, so that would be +4, and then I've recorded the editing. I mean, I've recorded this by the time this video ends, so then that would be +5, which would make 1 jar, and then the rest of remaining whatever, blah blah blah. Anyways, we're basically making a new system, and the pencils are just theoretical now. I mean the pens, but yeah, that's kind of it. And I've gone over, I've got some stuff to do over here, but these are kind of not as important because it is Friday, so Friday we need to record and edit and upload a video and all that. Yeah, that's kind of it. I hope the audio is also fine because the wire is kind of running right next to me, so I think I'm just like bashing into it slightly with my arms. I think you could see it. Yeah, it's there, it's quite close to me, so you know. Anyways, I don't have much to show you in terms of the webcomic, except for basically I decided to make a star on the character intro page for Jazz's dad. So that's a bit more like of an illustrated piece because it's the first time we're seeing him and stuff. So I've somewhat done the lineup. Oh, by the way, I really like how these look. Yeah, I don't know, it's just such a vibe, you know, and I like that and that one, but I like these a lot. They're quite expressive and very, I don't know, I like that style of eye. They're like glassy, maybe a bit glass. Like, anyways, I'm still behind on uni work because I was sick. I haven't done much this week, so RIP me, I guess. I do have a bit of a watercoloring thing to show you. It was just, I realized that, man, I haven't done watercolors in so long. If you heard my stomach, no you didn't. Oh my gosh, I just fucked the mirror in front of me. Anyways, yeah, so I realized this, half of this you've kind of already seen. You've seen that much already because I kind of did that ages ago. And then I just wanted to play around with it and like techniques and that. Just cause, you know, sometimes you just gotta cause it. But basically because I saw somebody doing watercolors and I was like, man, maybe I should try and like, you know, techniques and that. And you know, I love how like wobbly this apple's leaf is. If you can see that, the light is kind of dying, but if you can see how wobbly that leaf is, it kind of just, I don't know, it just reminds me of animation, like something wiggly wobbly. I don't know, it kind of reminds me of the Amazing Digital Circus. I don't know why. Probably the wobbly blobs in the first episode, I mean the latest episode. And then I just did that. I just did them without any like I didn't do, I guess they're watercolor sketches, if you want to call it that. As in I kind of freehanded them without any pencil underneath or line art or anything. I just wanted to test out a couple of wet and wet techniques and that type of thing. This apple kind of turned somewhere middling between not a peach, an apricot and an apple. So, you know, don't ask questions. I was just, basically I realized halfway through, not halfway through, but like towards the end that, wow, I'm doing this with such a fat brush. And then I came in with a smaller brush and then I was like, wow, this is so much more better. We don't talk about that. That was just time consuming because like I was waiting for things to dry. So then I was just like, beep, beep, beep. Let me just keep drawing over this heart. Anyways, some of you might not have seen this, but I guess it looks pretty, but I feel really bad right now because of this is like the quality that, what you call it, current quality of my watercolor, where it used to be this, but then I have to remember that not the same thing. I had like a reference with this and I sketched this out and I lined it, and yeah, so obviously this is different to that one, isn't it? But I'm just like, oh, I could have done something so much more better, but I just did a sketch. But it's all right, we will live. It is all okie dokies. I think it was just more so to get me back into the habit. Also traditional art's just very nice, you know. It's very nice. I used to completely be a traditional art girly before I came to Procreate, and now I feel like all the time that I draw, it's just for the webcomic. So I feel like I need to spruce things up in my life, if you catch my drift. Okay, so I think what I will show you is the template art, which I showed last week as well, but then that way I can show you what I mean by what I'm drawing for Rex, who is the new character being introduced. So here you go. So we've done up till page 40. This is going to be page 41, sorry. This is going to be page 42, which again is description-y. If you weren't here last week or the week before, the series is a comic turned into a novel turned into a webcomic. So there's description-y bits, but to combat the description-y bits, there's like really big, like this drawing that I did. The canvas is 8,000 by 6,000 pixels, so it's humongousaurus. This canvas itself isn't that big, that's why it's not as detailed. But in the original thing, I can like zoom into this part and it's not fuzzy, and a presto, it's kind of like that, and it's kind of like this and whatnot, blah, blah, blah. I kind of got bored of that because in the last two pages, so page 40 and 41, it was description-y bits, so again it was just zooming in, cropping in, that type of thing. But now we've finally finished it in page 43, but I haven't done page 42 or 43, so that's still on the mends to do. But to kind of stop me from getting too bored, I have this character sort of splash, like we're introducing Rex and we're describing how he looks. So now we're gonna do that, but there's some more interesting art instead of that placeholder art. Anyways, so it carries on. This is Jazz in the pet shop. This is Laura speaking. This is Jazz again in the pet shop. This is Rookie the rabbit. It's just like, and you hear this, which is Jazz's dad speaking, Rex. I'm kind of out of breath. I'm kind of really tired. I don't know why. Anyways, we see the clinic door creak, and we have Rex here, and it says draw it in a separate canvas, figure out how that looks. His, what do you put it? Jacket, go Jovid. Anyways, there's that, and these are all describing him, which is fine and dandy. And then here's his eyes, and then it's like, who are you? And these two are kind of like, what, like this is Jazz and this is Laura, and they're kind of like together in unison. And then Laura's like, me? And then Jazz is angry as well, because she's like, you know who Laura is, because like obviously why wouldn't you know who Laura is, she's not new around here. And then he's like, oh, forget her, because he's actually talking about the rabbit, because he's like, who are you to the rabbit? But everybody's kind of like, you're kind of crazy. That's kind of it for that. And now for the upgrade people. Ta-da! So this is the art that I am currently working on. I have not done his hand because I was doing hand studies, because I kind of hecky forgot how they look, and I'm like, I don't know how to make this unawkward. I was like, hey, maybe I could draw a hand like this and just flip it, because like surely that could work, but it kind of looks kind of crazy, especially because the fact that he's not really holding anything. This canvas as well is quite huge, and I can only afford 5 layers on it, so I can't do anything. But it looks quite strange in his, like, there's no, like, especially with the fact that he's not holding anything. So that hand got scrapped. I just put it into the canvas that I have where I do a lot of studies. Speaking of studies, this was a study off of something off of Prince Trust, and then I basically made it, I basically converted it to look like Rex a bit more, so that there's just this like one eye drawing bit, like when they're describing the eye, but it also leans more into the like statement when he goes like, oh, who are you? Anyways, I think I need something a bit more in this angle, but I don't know how to do it without it being awkward. I might just put his arm a little bit lower, I don't know. But anyways, it's a bit more dynamic. The other pose was quite a bit more static, and this is a different angle, which is nice, because the door would probably be like, yeah, behind him, maybe something like that, I don't know. He is short, so the door would be taller than him. Anyways, yeah, that's kind of it. That's all I have to offer. I mean, him here compared to him there, I don't know what I did. I don't know what I fed him. But, well, what can you do? Anyways, this color situation, I don't know. Please don't think that I used AI for this. I mean, I just thought that, like, it would be kind of cool if, like, as he was in motion, his one color was still sitting down, right? Because that kind of makes sense. But then the other color popped up. You know what I mean? But I don't know how to translate it fully, but I'm assuming that kind of works fine. Okay, like as if it just popped up at this point. Like otherwise it would have like continued down like this or something, right? Like yeah, something like that. It would have matched that angle, but the color popped up is what I'm saying. Don't at me for that. Anyways, so that's him so far. I need to figure out what pattern I'm going to put on his orange shirt. Yes, and he's got the hairy legs as described, and he's got the sandals and socks. And that is it. That is all we're getting. I feel like I should stop doing this because then I'm going to add line art where I don't want it to be. Anyways, I need to color this. I'm probably not going to keep it all line arty. I might make it a bit painterly depending on how I feel. But that is it. That is it. I think these eyes do look pretty cool. I think he is kind of giving the same energy as before. Like he kind of looks the same. He's not giving the same energy at all. I feel like maybe his hair needs to be a bit like more longer. I don't know how to make it a bit more messier, but it kind of just, it's fine. It's kind of just working. Whatever. I guess he can just look this way for now. Anyways, so that is it for now, and yeah, we'll probably in the YouTube version just zoom down because this is going on YouTube, maybe on Webtoon as well, because I do want it in a scrolly format. Yeah, but I am also gonna dub them and put them on my other YouTube channel, which you can find in the description, or I'll put the thing up here. And that is kind of it. Thanks for sticking around. I know there's a lot of new people from the last video that I made that had like some of this and some of my theories about the amazing digital circus, which again I'm very excited for. This one was a quick one, but I hope you enjoyed nonetheless. I'm kind of currently watching One Piece. I think I forgot to say that at the beginning, but yeah, I'm kind of rewatching One Piece, the live action, so that I can watch season 2, and I'm near the end, so now I can watch season 2, which is fun, and I can find out what happens because I don't know. And then that could probably inspire me to actually watch One Piece again, because I only finished like the East Blue thing. But yeah, that's it. Bye. See ya. Goodbye. Bye.